Becoming a leader, understanding people. What does it mean to be a leader? There are many different ideas out there of what a leader is and what a leader does. Some feel it's a leader's role to change and influence others. This can also include the ability to motivate and inspire. Others see it as a power or authority to tell others what to do and to be the boss. A common idea is that leaders need followers. You can't be a leader without followers, which also means you need to be put in a position to lead or be given a title, like the President of the United States or team captain of the football team. You can't be a leader without being recognized by others as a leader. Now in this lesson, we'll focus on 4 different aspects of a person that make them a true leader. To do this, we'll compare how 2 different types of people may act, the leader and the follower. The first concept is that a leader knows when to ask for help. Now, if you were to measure how much of all the information out there from 0 to 100 that you knew, how much do you think it would be? The follower believes they know almost everything, and because of that, the follower doesn't think he needs anyone's help in life. On the other hand, the leader understands reality and knows that even the smartest person knows very little. Like Socrates said, I know that I am intelligent because I know that I know nothing. Even if he spent a lifetime learning, he may know more, but it will still be very little compared to what he doesn't know. There's just too much out there for one person to know it all. So the leader doesn't try to know everything, but he finds those who know what he does not and asks them for help. By being able to ask and accept the help from others, he can find the answers to things he doesn't know. By doing this, without knowing much, a leader can do and know almost everything. The next concept is that a leader understands and accepts people. To help you visualize this, let's start with how a follower would treat a seed. Now, a follower doesn't know and doesn't care what type of seed he has, but he will demand that the seed become either an apple tree or a lemon tree. Now, to ensure that his expectations are met, each day he tries to motivate and sometimes threaten his seed. One day he says, I have faith in you, seed, that you will grow to be a lemon tree. The next day he tells the seed, if you don't become an apple tree, I'll cut you down. Now when the time comes, the seed turns into a peach tree. The follower is furious and blames the seed for being a bad seed. The leader, on the other hand, acts completely different. The leader will take the time to find out what kind of seed he has, and will accept the seed and tree for what it is, a peach tree. Now this may sound ridiculous, but this is very similar to how we sometimes treat people. Let's say the follower has a friend. The follower doesn't take the time to get to know who his friend is, but expects a good friend to be smart and funny. He is constantly reminding the friend of his expectation by saying things like, you need to work on being funnier, or you have to be smarter. When his friend does not live up to his expectations, the follower is angry and lets him know that he is a bad friend. Unlike the follower, the leader will take the time to get to know who his friend really is, including his strengths and weaknesses, likes and dislikes. He does this by taking the time to listen, think about his friend, and help him in things he struggles with. The leader isn't surprised by how his friend acts because he knows who his friend is, and more importantly, he accepts him for who he is. The next concept is that a leader aligns people. Imagine the follower has 3 employees and must assign each one to a different job. Someone to entertain people, another has to perform a surgery, and the last one has to build a house. The follower doesn't know his employees very well, and he doesn't know what each one is good at, so he randomly assigns them to a job. The results are terrible. Person 3 is not funny, person 1 cut off someone's leg, and person 2's house collapses. The follower is furious and blames his employees for being bad workers. The next day, the leader comes and looks at the situation. The leader understands his employees, including what they are good at and what they are not good at. He realizes that the problem isn't the employees, but the problem is that they are not aligned with the correct jobs. The leader makes some quick adjustments to match the employee's strengths with the assigned job. As a result, without having to change any of his employees, he has a funny show, a saved leg, and a strong house. The last concept is that a leader knows himself and helps others. A leader knows his weaknesses and where he needs help. For instance, he may identify that he needs help decorating his room, receiving direction and guidance, and help with his math homework. Because of this, like in the last example, a leader knows how to align people in the correct position. He can quickly look at his friends and ask the right friend to help him with each problem. Now, it is great to understand your weaknesses and receive help from others. However, a leader also knows that it is important to know who he is and what he is good at. A leader will understand that other people need him just as much as he needs them. A leader will always see how he can use his strength and talents to help those around him, whether it is building his creative friend's ideas, helping his wise friend pass woodshop class, or fixing his smart friend's door. There is always a win-win relationship with each person we meet. All of us can both receive and add value to the lives of all those around us. As you might have noticed, leadership is not so much an action or position, but it is a mentality. It is a mentality of understanding and accepting those around us and ourselves. It is a lifestyle of both helping and receiving help from those around us. To summarize, a leader admits he knows nothing and asks for help. A follower thinks he has all the power and thinks he can do it all alone. A leader understands and accepts people, while a follower tries to change people to meet his expectation. A leader aligns people to where they fit best. A follower blames others and tells them what to do. Lastly, a leader knows leadership is nothing more than a mentality of service, while a follower thinks it's a position or title. As a personal activity, look at yourself and identify one of your greatest strengths. Next, identify something you are not good at that you would like someone to help you with. As a second part, pick a family member or a close friend and identify something they are good at that you can benefit from, and something they are not good at that you can help them with.